In this video in Dorico 3.0, we are going to talk about new and improved playback features. The first one I'd like to talk about is letter P, or play from selection. This is now a little less literal in your selection. You can select a note plus a slur, or even a slur, or even a dynamic, as I have down here, and it'll play back all tracks rather than any soloing, as well as playing from the selection. I'm going to use letter P to play back from the selected dynamic, but I'm also going to show you another new feature, which is percussion kits respond to dynamics now, which is quite nice. So whether you have a 5-line or a grid presentation, just add dynamics as you regularly would, and you'll be able to hear the results. So I have this drum set solo just for clarity. I'm going to hit the letter P, and it'll play back from selection from the dynamic point. The next feature I want to talk about is the ability to toggle the metronome on and off. Now I'm going to use the mini transport, but you could assign a key command. Opening up my key commands, I'm going to play, enable click, and at that point I could assign a key command to it. Let me get out of that. I'm going to go ahead and hit the letter P again, play from selection, and I'm going up to the far right corner here, and I'll toggle the metronome on and off once it starts playing. Okay, you get the drill on that. As long as we're playing around with the metronome, let me show you one other item we can use the metronome on, which is the playback of tempo markings, or the suppression of tempo markings, actually. So if I go up here and select this tempo marking with the metronome on, and I hit letter P for playback from selection, you'll hear the click at 196 for this measure and 60 beats per minute at this measure. Now, if I don't want a metronome marking or any tempo indicator to be played back, I can select it. I can go down to Common Suppress Playback. And now, when I go back and do this, we stay at the same tempo, 196. Next, let's talk about the new support for swing 16ths. I'm going to go into Play Mode, navigating from the Play menu to Playback Options. I'm going to go into Timing. And let's take a look at rhythmic feel, default rhythmic feel. And here's where we can choose what the default feel is. And you can see we now have medium swing 16ths, light swing 16ths, and heavy swing 16ths added to our previous collection. At any point in time, if you'd like to edit any of these feels, you can do so in this editor here. Let me get out of this. While we're in the playback options window, let me talk about the new beat stress options. I'm going up to Dynamics, Note Dynamics, and it's already selected here. And you can see, in addition to modifying the first beat of the measure, we can modify ensuing downbeats as well. Dorico recommends this if you need to improve the playback feel for compound meter and irregular beat groupings. Let me hit Escape and get out of this, and Command 2 to get back to play mode here. And I'm going to go ahead and make a selection here, this measure. I'm going to do Shift T for the tempo popover, and I'm just going to type in 16. And now you can see here's my medium swing 16ths, light swing 16ths, and heavy swing 16ths. So this is a way to apply per selection. I'm going to go light swing 16ths. You can see I get a signpost here indicating the change and indicating that the rhythmic feel has been reset here. I need to activate this tempo again. Let me select this. I'm going to go down and uncheck suppress playback, and let's just play this and you'll hear it swing a little bit. And at any point in time, if you'd like to remove it, simply click the signpost, delete it, and you can delete the ensuing one as it would not be needed anymore. That's all I'd like to cover in this particular video. Hope this gives you a tip or trick or two, and we'll catch you on the next video.